morning. So glad that you are a part of our daily Feel Good podcast. That is the mission, to make your day a little bit better. And that's why we're the Start Your Day Positive podcast on your Thursday morning. Hey there, I am Len.
And I am Sarah. Boy, today I have something to boost you up a little bit. Easy, free therapist way to boost your self-esteem. And all you really need is a piece of paper, your notes app, pen, something simple.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm looking forward to that. Also looking forward to giving away more gas. Yesterday's keyword was AC, as in air conditioning, something I've been extremely thankful for the last couple of days. We've needed it. That is for sure. New keyword is coming your way in just a few minutes.
All right. And how about this how about this quote to start your day? Do more things that make you forget to check your phone. That's the quote of the day. You know what? It's funny because I was watching Instagram the other day and someone was doing a video that I follow and saying, you know, I need more hobbies in my life. So I work on social media during the day. I do videos. So I'm picking up needle pointing. And she was talking about needle pointing. She's like, I wanted something where I wouldn't be on my phone while I was doing it. So she was taking up needle pointing. And I thought it was interesting because she was, I think she's in her like late 20s or mid 20s. And I was like, that's really cool.
It's a fun idea, though. Something that occupies your hands.
Do more things that make you forget to check your phone, whether it's, you know, needle pointing or whatever.
Yeah, that's why, honestly, instead of eating chips, I've been eating pistachios because it requires two hands to unshell them.
Are they? I always want to say, do you remember the red pistachios from the 80s?
I do. I don't even see them in stores anymore.
They must not make them anymore. Like, what was the ridiculousness of having dyed your pistachios red?
Right. There was a red dye number whatever in enough things. It's like, why dye the shells of pistachios? You and I looked that up once, and the reason they did, if you're curious, it was just they thought that the shells of regular pistachios were too blemished, and they would look better if they were dyed.
That's right.
If they were dyed red. Yeah, it was cosmetic. It was
strictly and then they got all over your
cosmetic.
fingers.
I know.
So funny.
Well, it's your Thursday, and we want to get rolling with 3 things your friends and family might be talking about today.
How much are Americans tipping these days? According to new data from Toast, which is the company that develops digital checkout tracking systems for restaurants, the answer is less than 20% on average. So Toast found that the average tip across all restaurant types in the first quarter of 2026 was 18.8%, essentially unchanged from recent years. Now, here's how it breaks down. Full service restaurants, the average tip is 19.3%. Quick service restaurants like counter service, kiosks, drive-thrus, the average tip is 15.8%. And takeout orders, average tip of 13.7%. The report suggests Americans are still tipping regularly. Why is that word so hard to say?
Regularly.
But many reserve the traditional 20% tip for sit-down experiences.
You know, I think that's the expectation at this point. I think most people kind of agree with the program that 20% is kind of a standard tip for a sit-down restaurant. I agree. I do think people are still a little confused on what to do at the counter service kiosk type you described. That would be a good example, would be your Chipotle, where they build the Chipotle in front of you, and then at the end, they've got a tip jar, or it can show up on the screen. You got to make a decision. That 15.8%, that's a little higher than I thought it would have been, so I've got to look at what I've been doing. And then a takeout order, I guess that's right. They put their order together, and you just pop in, and it's just a little over 10%. I don't know. For me, it's good to have those guidelines. And I've got to say, for me, I'm a little surprised that takeout orders and the kiosk style are as high as what they are at 15.8.
Oh, well, I'm not really surprised. And the reason why I'm not surprised is Toast, the person, or the company that does this, well, they create the interface. And everybody uses this same interface now. And they've built it into the interface.
Yeah, it's built in.
So it's forced. Right. Like, do you know what I mean? I mean, people still have a choice, but you never had that option before, right? You were paying cash.
Yeah, you were usually using cash or a tip jar or something like that.
Yeah, so it's like a totally different experience for people. So, of course, like naturally, I think it's going to be higher because it's now on the interface for people to choose, which it wasn't there before.
What's very interesting is we're taking a trip to Europe. We're taking listeners to London and Paris. A group of us are all going together in just a few weeks now, in the middle end of July. And we had that conversation. We had a group Zoom meeting where we were talking about the trip, and people had questions about tipping, and they said it's totally different in Europe. You would never see a 20% tip in Europe. I don't know, maybe the servers get paid a bigger salary or something like that, but they said don't worry about the tipping. As a matter of fact, you don't necessarily tip at restaurants, and if just something extra special happened, 10% was like the super max, they said, in Europe. So
that's how it is. That's how, when we were in Europe, that's just, they think it's just like crazy to think that we would tip this much in America, just because that's what they're used to.
Is the pop culture wedding of the century about to happen? That's the question. Rumors are swirling that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce could be tying the knot July the 3rd in New York City. The speculation started after reports surfaced that permits had been filed to close streets around Madison Square Garden for a large private event expected to host several hundred guests. But there's no name on those permits at this point. Additional reports claim some of Travis Kelce's teammates from his football team have reserved hotel rooms near that same period of time in New York. And so it could be. Swifties, though, before you start ordering confetti, it's important to note that neither Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce have confirmed any wedding plans at all. This is just simply people guessing.
Yeah, I just can't see it happening like this.
At Madison Square Garden.
At Madison Square Garden. She's known for surprises and doing the unexpected.
But it is a little odd that some teammates of Travis Kelce are booking hotel rooms there, and they pulled permits to block off some of the streets.
But could this all be a diversion?
I don't know. It could be. It could be.
It's too much. It's too if it's too
predictable. They're letting it out of the bag. They would, right. It's too predictable.
That's not her. That's not her at all. So I would be shocked if this is how it really happens.
We'll see in a couple of weeks.
We will. And if you love surprises and free groceries, today is your last chance to score an Aldi mystery box. Have you seen this popping up online? For a limited time, Aldi has been giving away free blind boxes of groceries, each built around a different theme. This week's boxes have included snacks, fiber-packed foods, protein favorites, and an all-out mystery box. The giveaway works on a first-come, first-served basis. The new box has been released each day at noon. To claim one, simply visit Aldi's Blind Box website, select the day's box, and enter. Monday's snack box, for example, had blue corn chips, sourdough pita, crackers, barbecue chips, cookie thins, coconut clusters, cheese dips, so you get the idea. I mean, it sounds kind of fun. But today is the final day to see what's inside the box. I think it's a cool idea. It's definitely getting a lot of online excitement.
Aldi's way outside the box. They're trying a lot of creative things, and they're growing like crazy. I think they're opening another 130 stores. They are just blowing up right now. Yeah.
Wow. I do like Aldi. I feel like, you know how you see like a dollar store everywhere now?
Yeah.
I feel like you see an Aldi everywhere now.
Getting that way.
It's
Definitely
getting that way.
Yeah. And this is creative. I like fun promotions like this.
I do. I think they're going pretty quick, though, so you got to be ready, like, right at noon on your computer, I think. Refresh.
Their attitudes are just contagious. I appreciate that.
Len and Sarah are always fun, positive, they're hilarious. They laugh a lot.
I wake up every morning to it. Len and Sarah, they're so funny.
Have you ever walked into a store and thought, wow, they just don't make places like this anymore?
That's exactly how I feel about Mosaics Christian Gifts and Books in Mentor.
Yeah, so seriously, in a world where almost everything is ordered online these days, it's pretty amazing that there's still a family-owned Christian bookstore that's been serving Northeast Ohio since 1947.
You know what? And it's so much more than a bookstore. You'll find Bibles and devotionals and gifts and home decor and jewelry and cards and all kinds of unique items that really you just can't find anywhere else.
And for shopping for things like baptism, first communion, confirmation, wedding, or if you just want to encourage someone with a thoughtful gift, Mosex is one of those places where it's worth the trip.
And I'm telling you, while you're there, you might as well just plan on making a day of it.
Yeah, exactly. I tell people, grab lunch, do a little shopping. The Great Lakes Mall is right across the street. It's such a convenient location, lots of restaurants around.
You know, sometimes it's just nice to slow down and actually browse a store instead of scrolling on your phone and ordering that way.
Yeah, that's why we love Mosex. Christian Gifts and Books in Menor. It's really a place to discover gifts that are meaningful, support a local business that's been part of the community for generations.
So visit Mosex Christian Gifts and Books in Menor. It's right across from the Great Lakes Mall. And make sure that you tell them that Len and Sarah sent you.
Whoa, tick-tock, woo, time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
We are working right through the month of June. It's hard to believe it's already June the 25th. We always like to take a moment during our podcast and go back in time and look at this date in history.
Hard to believe it, but we're exactly 6 months away from Christmas.
Oh,
can't believe it.
Boy, you know what? I wonder if that's why Amazon moved their Prime Days up. Because people might do some early Christmas shopping. They might know that.
I don't know. I wondered why they moved, because it's usually in July. You know, I don't know. I figured it was just because a lot of people vacation in July. July is a little bit busier.
Yeah.
So maybe they moved it to June because of that, but I don't know. Could be.
6 months away, Christmas. Here's something interesting. 1630 was the year the fork was introduced to American dining by Governor Winthrop. Fun twist. It wasn't until the late 1800s, that the fork became widely accepted in American households. Think about that people are eating with their fingers.
Didn't they have like a spoon? How'd they eat soup and stuff?
Well, they probably had a soup spoon, but if you had to, stick some beans or something, like if you didn't have a fork, how did you eat a lot of the stuff that you eat with a fork today? How did you eat it before there was a fork?
Yeah, you ate with your fingers.
You had to use your fingers.
For sure. In 1987, a boomerang stayed up a world record of 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Wow, 2 minutes and 59 seconds for a boomerang to stay up in the air. So just to give you an example of how long that is, the average length of the national anthem is only 2:05. So someone singing the whole national anthem and a little bit more.
That's great.
Almost 50 seconds more.
That's great.
That's how long it was in the air. That's wild.
You know what? Those guys have become obsessed with that kind of stuff. I love them. I love them that they get up in the morning. Hey, hon, where you going? Going out to throw the boomerang. And broadcast to 26 countries and watched by an astonishing 400 million people. On this day in 1967, the Beatles recorded All You Need Is Love during a live global satellite television broadcast from the EMI studios in London. It was the first time there was ever a live global satellite broadcast in history, and it was the Beatles singing All You Need Is Love. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Pump up. Gas prices can't bring me down. Pump up. Free gas got me dancing now. Tank low, still got positivity. Let the Sarah bring in good energy.
Well, it's time again for our gas card giveaway. Len, who was our winner yesterday?
Yes, we have our winner as the gas giveaway continues here in the month of June. And we want to say congratulations to Marianne Barco, who lives in Westlake. Hey, who couldn't use a little gas money with a free gas card?
Congratulations, you win free gas.
We appreciate our podcast partner, the Claiborne Auto family, joining us in the free gas giveaway. So that was yesterday. Now it's time for our next key word.
All right, today's key word is concert. Oh, I love summertime concerts. Concert's the key word. By the way, are outdoor concerts not the best? I mean, indoor concerts, yeah, great. My husband and I were talking about that. There's just something about going to outdoor concerts in the summer. I just think they're a little bit better.
Yeah, you guys are big lawn seat Blossom Music Center concert people.
Yes. We're outside concert people in general, but we love going to Blossom, going to the concerts there in the summer.
It's a great venue. Of course, a couple of big events coming up. We've been promoting the Alive Music Festival, and that's coming up third week in the month of July, and a great lineup of artists. Who's going to be there? Skillet,
Skillet, Lauren
Daigle,
Daigle, Colton Dixon, Josiah Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, so many.
Just so you know, we love outdoor concerts so much. We have negotiated special savings when you go to the Alive website and use the promo code positive26, like our podcast, positive26. You'll save 10% on whatever you buy, whether they're 1-day tickets or 3-day tickets or special VIP meet and greets. Just use our promo code and save. And then coming up in the month of August, another big outdoor event. It's called The Fest, and it's featuring contemporary Christian music artist Kane this year. We'll talk about all that stuff here on our podcast. But for now, use Concert. Go to our website, startyourdaypositive.com. Let's win some free gas. The countdown has begun. The countdown has begun. We're counting down to the weekend. That's when your entire backyard is going to change, because you're going to be making an addition that you've thought about, you've dreamt about, and it's going to be so nice. The countdown has begun until you finally get that hot tub. We've got a reason why, don't we?
Yes, we do. My girlfriend is actually getting a hot tub soon, and we were joking how, her backyard's going to be like a vacation. We're not going to need vacations. We're just going to go over to your house.
A lot of people feel that way, yeah.
Yes, I just feel like that. Everyone that I know loves their hot tub. If you've been in the market for one, this weekend at Northeast Factory Direct is the weekend. It's a huge hot tub event at their North Canton location. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What they're doing is they're moving all their inventory. It's going to be out in the parking lot. You're going to be able to see it, touch it, sit in it before you buy it, so you know all the ins and outs, what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like. There's going to be people there to answer your questions. They are so great at Northeast Factory Direct, and this is going to be their best pricing of the year with 60 months special financing, and the monthly cost becomes a no-brainer, they said. It's just going to be that good of pricing.
Well,
so
there
if
you
you
go.
wanted a hot tub, this is the time.
Hey, just head to their website, northeastfactorydirect.com. Some details will be there and the location address. And make sure when you get that hot tub, you say, you know what, I heard about this on the Start Your Day Positive podcast.
Okay, friends, I have an easy, free, therapist-approved way to boost your self-esteem. And you know what? Sometimes we need moments like that. Have you ever heard of a brag file? Now, before you roll your eyes, it's not about being arrogant, right? When you hear brag file, that's what you think of. But that's not what it is. It's actually something like a folder. It could be digital or it could be a physical file where you save accomplishments, compliments, thank you notes, positive feedbacks, little wins from your life, where you keep it all together. So psychologists say that our brains naturally remember negative experiences more easily than positive ones. So when we're having a rough day, it's easy to forget all the good things that we've done. And a brag file gives you actual proof to remember that you're doing much better than you think.
I hope everyone listening to our podcast today will take this seriously and start their own brag file, because I think it's really important and would be so helpful. One thing that I've realized or I've observed, especially with my grandkids, is what motivates them, what pumps them up, and what encourages them to do something good over again is when you brag to them. Like, when they're really little, they go over and just pound on a few piano keys, and we erupt in applause.
Right.
And you see them smile, and you see the joy, and then they go over to the piano, and they give us another 10-second concert, and we bust out in applause. That feeling, that joy of other people acknowledging that you made their space a little bit better never goes away. But for some reason, when we get older, we think it's wrong, or we're not being humble to be glad and appreciative and thankful and slap our own selves on the back and say, hey, I did a good job. I'm really proud of the way I handled that. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So it could be simple ideas. Like I wrote down a few things you could do, like save a nice email from one of your customers.
Great.
Right? Maybe they thank you. Whenever you get a nice email from a customer, save it and have a file where you can go back and read those. Screenshot a text from a friend thanking you for something. Write down something you're proud of. When you accomplish something maybe you didn't think you could do, keep keep a journal of it. Keep a diary. Keep track of your goals that you've achieved, even the small ones. You know, I love to say even baby steps move you forward. And experts say that looking through it before you have a big presentation, before you have a job interview, before you have a performance review, you know what, even if you just have a tough day and you need a little boost of confidence because that inner critic in yourself is coming at you. I mean, I know that happens to me sometimes, and I have to go back and think, okay, I've done this, I can do this. So I think having a brag file is a fantastic idea.
I do too. And fill it up. Don't be shy. Fill it up.
Yes. So, you know, we have a mental file, I think, sometimes of the negative things or embarrassing moments of the past 10 years. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's time we started keeping a file of the things that went right, too.
If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, Lord, it will be enough. Start your day positive. And Sarah.
Well, we are giving away free copies of Jill Schulman's book, The Bravery Effect, right now on our website, startyourdaypositive.com. I read it. Len read it. We both binged it. It was so good. And we were able to sit down and talk to the author of the book, Jill Schulman. And I really wanted to share a few pieces of the conversation with you because I think sometimes when we hear the word bravery, we picture superheroes, people doing huge, fearless things. And that's all true. Those are all brave. But what Jill says is that bravery actually shows up in everyday life with ordinary people just like us. It can be having a hard conversation, starting over, trying something new, or just taking one small step when you feel nervous. I really loved this part of the conversation that I had with her because it makes bravery feel possible for everyone. So here's a little clip of why bravery isn't just for heroes.
What I discovered is bravery is not just for the heroes, it's for every one of us because we all encounter fear in our lives. And sometimes it's day in and day out. Maybe it's the fear of having a difficult conversation because there's a challenge and you're kind of scared of bringing it up, or it might be volunteering to lead a project at work. Like you really want to, but you're kind of scared of doing it, or there's so many different examples, but bravery is for every single one of us. And based on my research, and people discover this in the book, when you can learn to conquer the fears that are standing between you and the life that you want, I mean, bravery is essential for us to live our most fulfilling and our happiest lives. So that's really at the heart of it. Is I just want to help people be more successful, yes, but I really just want people to live their most fulfilling, happiest lives, and bravery is essential. So that's a little bit of my story of how I ended up, like, how does the Marine Corps tie into a happiness scientist and bravery? But it actually all does fit together.
It is a story, it's a parable, and it's absolutely wonderful. And an easy read, too. So we think you'll love it. We want to say thanks to a good friend of ours who is making this book available to you at no cost, free of charge. It's in partnership with the Changing Lives Foundation, an amazing foundation that is doing so much good to people who are facing catastrophic circumstances out of the blue in their life. There's no organization quite like Changing Lives. They step in when someone is facing an unexpected, catastrophic circumstance in their life. They walk with them and they support them and they help them through. There's some great stories. All right, so the book, The Bravery Effect, is available for you for free. All you have to do is go to our website and click the link and we will mail it right to your door.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Oh, this is the way we start our day. This is the way we start our day.
We're able to bring our podcast to you in positivity and faith-building conversations because of our partners, our sponsors. And one of them that is just doing such a wonderful job is Liberty Health Share. I'm taking a moment to spotlight Liberty because I know many of you are having a hard time with healthcare costs. It's just been cost prohibitive for you. Maybe it's not available through your work. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, or maybe just your share is too much. You might want to look into Liberty. It is not insurance. It is healthcare sharing, and it's working so well. And it's affordable, too. Spread the word, and you can find out more at libertyhealthshare.org.
Well, I hope you're off to have the best day today. Don't forget, hop over to our website, startyourdaypositive.com. Our keyword for the gas card giveaway today is concert. Go over, fill out the entry form. Keyword is concert. And we'll see you right back here tomorrow, Friday. Always a fun day here on Friday. And we have a $100 gas giveaway tomorrow. So make sure you listen again tomorrow.
Very good. And let's wrap up this episode of the podcast with, I guess, more of a blessing or a reminder for you as you go through the day. Heavenly Father, thank you for a new day. As we go our separate ways, may each of us walk with the quiet confidence that you are with us in all of our conversations, in every challenge, every joy, every ordinary moment. Your presence goes before us and stays beside us and never leaves us. May your peace fill our hearts today. In Jesus' name, amen.